What's up, people? How's it going? Welcome to Mindful Message number 2. It's a little bit chilly today, so I have my hood up. My first one was about how can we really help homelessness, so check that out if you're interested. Sorry if you hear my paper going. It is windy. I'm trying to keep it down so it's out of the sound pocket for you. I know it's annoying, but I've gone on so far about how you can bond with your kids and things you can do as a family. However, if you are in my age group, which I'm turning 40 this summer, you probably have some teenagers at home, and teenagers are the most difficult to bond with, just in the nature of a teenager. Their whole process is to rebel against the family and start creating their own sense of independence. Don't take it personally. They just genuinely don't really like bonding with parents after a certain age. It's not because you're uncool. It's not because you're a bad parent. It's just because they're teenagers, and all of them go through this, even if you're close. At some point, they're going to start getting a little distant, and it gets a little hurtful for parents. So, I want to help you out. What are some cool things that you can do with your teenager this summer? I got a list. Are you ready? All right. So, first of all, I've been saying it a few times, but it's catching on even more. Roller skating is making a comeback. So is rollerblading. But you don't have to go to a rink, like a roller rink, not ring. Jesus, what's wrong with my brains? There's all these TikTok videos with parents and their kids doing skateboarding, doing rollerblading, roller skating, biking. Like, teenagers love social media and TikTok, and them teaching you a jump shot will put them in the power seat that, oh, they're teaching mom and dad something, and, you know, it gives them a little bit of a sense of pride. So one, teach you, they get to tease you a little, which every teenager loves teasing their parents. I don't know why that's a thing, but it is. And, you know, it's something to do together. And it's creating a memory. You don't have to do it for social media. I'm just saying that, like, sinks those teenagers right in. Want to make a TikTok with me? Boom, sunk. They're like, yes. Or whatever platform they're into. But like I said, here we go with the wind. Bike rides, electric scooters or electric bikes. Those things that you just, they're the scooters that you just stand and they just slide. Like, teenagers love those. Shoes with rollerblades in it. They're making a comeback. Remember those? I remember it came out when I was in, like, high school. And you could just put the wheels out and just slide down the hole. You could do that with your kid. Cooking or baking classes. It gives you something to do every week. It breaks up the awkward tension if you don't really know what to talk about with each other. You're learning something fun. You can giggle over your blunders. You can help each other learn. Mani-pedis if you have a daughter. Teens are so into nails. So even if you're a dad, you can just go sit and talk. Sit in the chair while she gets it done. Kinds of traps your daughter in one spot. You can do this for a boy too. They do men manicures. They can just put clear protective shield over your nails and not give you color. So you can get one done too. They also give you a nice leg massage and an arm massage. Evening walks. Make it a point with your kid. It's summertime. Like, hey, it's nice out. Want to take a little walk with me? Mom, Dad need some exercise. You know, not everybody's going to go for it because teens are, like, kind of a lot lazier. Not that they're completely lazy, but when it's like, why? Go for a walk, why? Whereas my generation was like, let's go for a walk was, let's get away from our parents. Going out shopping, man or woman, summer's coming, maybe they need some summer clothes, or maybe there's a video game they really want, or you're going to take them to the candy store and just go have some lunch after. It's like a little date. Taking them to museums or Hall of Fames, Hard Rock Cafe type of shit. Teenagers love that stuff, especially if they're into it. So if you have, like, a teen that's a history buff, you can find a really cool history museum and make a weekend trip of it. Stuff like that is really fun. Going out for ice cream. Very simple. I used to do that all the time. My dad would pick me up and just take me for ice cream, and we would sit and talk about my day. Even now, as an adult, we sometimes do that, but more so at the house instead of going out now. Theme parks. Hello, what teenager doesn't love a theme park? Not every parent is, used to rides or likes rides, but you can try a few, play some games. It gets you guys laughing and bonding. A sports game, like a baseball game, hockey, whatever's going on right now, football, soccer. You can binge their favorite show together, pretend to be interested. It's a way to connect with them. Taking them to the zoo or the aquarium or a wildlife park. Hiking, camping overnight, going to see fireworks together is always fun. Building a rocket. You can buy a kit. My dad, I love this as a teenager so much. We would get a kit from the store because we didn't have online ordering then, and we would put it together, and depending on how well we did was how far the thing would go up. So it was always a guess if we were going to have a dud, and we had a few. I don't know if you ever watched October Sky, where it just like hovered off the ground and then blew up. We had a lot of those. Too much gunpowder. Too much. I was a little pyro. I was like, more, we need more, Dad. It's like, I'm pretty sure it's gonna blow up. I'm like, no, it isn't. No, it won't. Oh, it blew up. I wasn't great with science just yet, but the kids love that. Teens love that. You can also take them golfing. It is the season. Putt-putt as well if they're not a big golfer. Rock climbing, boat ride, kayak, canoeing, fishing, hunting, bird watching. Some kids actually are into that these days. Horseback rides, food trucks. Go eat out of a food truck together. Go take them to the mall. I don't know why teens love the mall so much, even to this day. They just love going to the mall. Just say mall, and they'll be like, okay. Bowling, another favorite thing I did with my dad. Bowling never gets old. You could play pool or darts. Go-karting, it's a big summer thing. Teens love the fact that they get to drive without being able to drive. You see what I'm saying? Or bumper boats, if you can find them. Going to a drive-in theater is always an experience a teen should have at least once. One-on-one dinners out, like you can make Thursdays, you and your kids' night out away from the family, just you two. You could make cute drinks by the pool and just chill on a sunny day. You could go to a comedy show, depending on how mature your teenager is and who the comedian is. They're not all teen friendly, but comedy shows were the best when I was a teenager. I feel like I laughed more. If your kid's a reader, going to the bookstore or the library, mostly bookstore. Teens, I feel like, don't really like the library because they're in them a lot for research projects, and bookstores always offer cool stuff as well. Underground caverns are always fun. You can get a crushed penny. Keep it forever. I still have all my crushed pennies. There's always a machine in underground caverns where you just put money in, which always costs more than a penny, and it squishes a penny with a design on it, and you get to keep it forever. A skate park. Go with your kid. Go to a waterfall or on a scenic drive to show them some cool landmarks around your area. A car race or an auto show, monster truck show, dirt biking, four-wheeling, going to the movies, not just like a drive-in. Movies are a bit cheaper in the summer because people are always outside doing stuff. So matinees in the summer, dirt cheap, by the way, just FYI. I hope this was helpful. I hope you spend plenty of time with your teenagers because let's face it, soon they will be leaving the nest. And that makes all of our hearts hurt a little bit, but it's so important to create a bond and memories so when they grow up and they're parents and they think back on all the things you did together, they're like, wow, my parents really cared, because they'll get it later. That's the best thing about teenagers that I need you to know. They aren't going to get it now. They're not going to see that they're brats or that they're rude and obnoxious and just too much. When they become like 21, they'll be like, welcome back. They're still going to fuck up. We'll be like, wow, they're back to a normal, sane person again. Great. Hang in there.